I don't think there'll be anybody right now.
There won't be anybody, I think. That's okay. I mean, I don't think there was anybody here anyway. That's a good part about.
Being anonymous.
Yeah, no, just when you know that there's nobody, you're like, hey, you know what to expect.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, the secret to happy life is I don't know that they heard us, but if it ever, can you see if they can hear us?
Can you hear us?
No, like oh, man, that's not how it works. Go to YouTube and see if like
Oh,
yeah. Welcome to another episode of whatever this thing is called.
it's a channel called.
My channel is called my name, but like this is an episode thing, right? Welcome to my channel thing, and that's Aashna Sharma. She can hear- yeah, she can hear. And this is Pranav Bhasin, and now cue time for the intro. Let's play it. Let's kick it. All right, thank you very so much for my Patreon subscribers and for anybody who's paying money to us and via
Thanks in
Patreon. Thank you
advance.
very much. It's you guys because of which whom we're able to run this channel, and we
But
have
before
money,
that,
food.
let's talk about Squarespace.
Squarespace is a beautiful website that allows you to, if you are a designer and an actor, or banana salesman, whatever the fuck you might be, I don't fucking care. Just like square it. Now coming back to our content time. Hi Chats and Roshni, how the hell are y'all doing? Now coming back to our time. Ashna just made a comment while she was speaking about her own job, which we'll speak about in a bit, potentially not though, so that we don't talk about her job. But she does a job, and I don't. But
You do?
do I? Do I do a job?
No, you don't.
That's true. So
Have you ever done a job?
no, not
I
yet.
mean, as in job, as in he has worked for money. But I mean, worked it out. Worked as an employee of a company in an organization.
Yeah. Nah, no, didn't do that. But anyways, the point is, there was a specific person, whose name I will not take. Her name is Kaveri, not Kaveri. Her name is name is Kareena Kapoor. Um, and the Kareena Kapoor is not very good at her job, and it's quite annoying. And she has a problem when she tries to, like, she brings it on to her phone calls, her daily routinely phone calls that they're doing as a company, and that annoys the other participants on those calls. And I asked her, hey, but like the point of like being an employee in a company is that I think your approach usually is to understand how you would sustain, not how you would do your best. And then the question came up, which was, how do you become like a good anything, like how do you become a good watchman, how do you approach the job of being a watchman or like a security guard in a company, in like anywhere, and like I think the idea is that like you just do the exact right things to be able to somehow
So I
sustain enough.
said you don't sleep. That's how you become a good watchman.
But how do you
And you
then
sleep in the day and you stay
yeah,
awake.
but
at
like how the whole device of a watch, like being a watchman of this job duty altogether, is to go and just sit and wait for something to happen. And your proposition, by the way, was also quite interesting.
then I
She's
won't sit.
no,
I'll stand and I'll
exactly.
walk
You walk
around and
around.
be like,
Are there any robbers around? Are there any robbers around?
beware.
Beware. I have to by the way, to nobody, to the void, by the way. That's what her job. She's going to be looking at a stick, and
Yeah.
I have a stick in case any robbers are around. So that's her.
No, I'll like I wouldn't say it. I'll show the stick. Like I'll
Oh,
be
you show the
very
stick.
like like people who have
And
guns who just like casually like keep their guns in a visible place.
hmm,
I'll just be like very visible about my stick. Basically.
and you won't be thrown into a Satara um, mental hospital even then, is your proposition.
Yeah.
That the idea would be like Mehta Saab from upstairs won't come and look at like like a guy holding a stick at 3 a.m. in the night. you know, that's the problem with like having a job. Like in general, I think like corporate jobs are like the idea of having stability. Because you need fucking stability to like have, you know, the children responsibility, house, parental stuff. And like, you know, the point of you know, the idea of subscribing to getting a certain sum of money every month that actually pays for other subscriptions that you have. So your subscription is for other subscriptions that you, and then you have to want to keep that subscription, so you want to keep the subscription but not really the job.
So you
So you just
become
kind
a
of like,
subscription. So the company subscribes to you so that you
yeah, I
can
mean that's the
subscribe to other
point of, yeah,
companies.
of course, yes, but also that's the romanticizing of it, but also that the your idea of then subscribing, because you're not an entity, you're not a production, or not, you're not a, sorry, you're not a product, or like you're not a an app or an AI or whatever. Hence, you also have moods and more things than what you would provide as a thing that people are subscribing to. And to those you cannot really cater to. Like for example, boredom is not a part of AI and headspace, and like, you know, companies that you would kind of like, that you subscribe
Boredom
to,
is
like
not
for
a part
example
of AI.
Netflix. No, I'm not saying like, sorry,
Boredom is.
I'm saying, unlike the other things that you would subscribe to potentially, or like you would potentially subscribe for your to your maid, or like to the house that you're living in as a rental, or like all those things, and you would have to spend a bunch of for those things would not need, they may not have you're not usually subscribing to the rest of their emotions. You don't just subscribe to all of it. You subscribe to their services. And when you do a job, your job is to kind of be there through pretty much everything, and the company then tries to find a way, like essentially to like take up as much of you as possible, so that they can so that they can use your services more and more, and then you can be more better for the buck,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
But that's not your company, that's every company that's out there, right? Like every entity that is out there has found a way to be able to do this, and that's standard. Burnout is, as we spoke about it, like we spoke about how burnout is romanticized as a good thing. Like, oh man, I was burnt out because I was working so hard, and that's looked
Yeah.
at
I was
almost as a,
working all night.
yeah, and that was amazing, right? You think, we think working online is a great thing. And and yeah, I think we just need to like, so yeah, the idea being like, specifically the job of a watchman, do we not think that when we are creating a job like that, that, I mean, I don't understand how, but like somehow nobody thinks that, hey, this watchman will also get bored,
I mean,
and then
it's there in Three Idiots, right? Remember that part where the point of the watchman is actually not to catch robbers or whatever.
it's
It's
just like
yeah,
create
it's
fear.
just to no, not even to
Jaagte
create like
raho.
a false sense of security
Security,
for
huh?
the
We
people sleeping inside.
fair, sorry, the opposite. Yes,
Yeah.
the security. Exactly, false sense of security. Security. Exactly, that's precisely it. And like there could be a threat, a potential threat is what you're creating for a thief that could potentially come in.
Hmm.
That the guy, lanky guy who sits downstairs, who got like white beard and like usually he's drunk or asleep, is actually going to protect me from my house being robbed. Um, and I mean, I think that's fair, right? We all want a sense of security. But I'm saying that when we are actually creating that job
My
employment,
building doesn't have a watchman, which I shouldn't reveal, but in case
they stand to
any
rob
robber
your,
is
yeah,
watching, but yeah,
yeah.
my building does not cater to the watchman idea.
Oh, and if in case you still come and rob her, he will hit you with a stick or a scale.
Yeah.
Because she at 3 a.m. usually is just going like that. Hey, any robbers here? Yeah, you know, that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
It's like that Dora the Explorer. Swipe and no swiping. And swipe was like, oh man. The robbers do the same thing.
Yeah. So no, I'm saying that like when we're creating jobs, and we are people who are potentially paying the person for it, etc., why are we not considering that there is more than the more to them than the specific service that we provide? I understand that it's very far, it takes a lot of like mental like space to actually understand a person, etc., but then that's where you really, like for example, a good driver is a person who enjoys driving, right? A good driver is not a person who likes to watch, unlike most of our rickshaw guys, like much like our most of our rickshaw guys who likes to like watch a Bhojpuri, TV soap
Film
or
while
film that
driving.
while driving, and they're literally driving on the road, and I still somehow don't feel unsafe about it, because I mean, I do feel unsafe about it, but I feel like this is not like it will not kill me somehow, which is just because of the traffic that we have in the city. I mean, I think it just makes, I guess,
Yeah.
you can't do much about it, but that's what literally we are as people now. We are, you know, we are very much a part of the times. And like, if a rickshaw driver is completely addicted to Instagram or to whatever other media is coming through, and it is unsafe, it is still something that's a part of them. So it, that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody who loves to do what they're doing, somehow matching the way that they the responsibilities of that specific job. And you may as well be a good driver and not find a good employer, right? Like, you may as well be a good watchman, but you're never gonna you're not finding a society that has enough robbers, right? Or like, not enough
Yeah.
robbers, but like an employer that actually values a good employee,
Yeah.
you know. So like a match of like,
Or
and
even enough
once,
robbers, yeah. Like a watchmen are outnumbering robbers by a lot.
that's so true. That's a very true thing. I think in Bombay, it's just only in Bombay. In Bangladesh or something, no, na? Bangladesh,
Probably
mein they're
not.
getting cut with the hair is getting cut and stuff.
What? Maybe. I don't know about Bangladesh.
Yeah.
If
So
there are any Bangladeshis watching,
please
don't be offended.
subscribe to India, because India is a better country. This is part of it.
Hashtag Deshbhakti.
Hashtag Dhakebaz. It's a bad joke. Right. Um. So yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, conversation being, um, it's like nice to, it's just kind of like, I think it's like, I think as an employer, which we are, by the way, we are all employers as well, of like buys and like drivers and like, you know, staff and like, you know, all sorts of people. I mean, shopkeepers and like salon hair cutting artists or whatever we're gonna call them, sandwich artists, but the subway guys are called. So I guess somebody, you know, um,
Hairstylists.
hairstylists, cab drivers,
Barbers.
Uber, like, you know, all these things, you know,
Yeah.
where we find a good one and we find a bad one, we find a brilliant one and we find a terrible one, and then like trying to understand. I mean, I think all of us, I mean, at least as far as I understand, I do. I'm assuming other people also do. Of like, you know, you try to find the best of the kind you want. You know, like for example, if I had a keyboard teacher, I tried to get the best keyboard teacher, not the best keyboard teacher, but the best keyboard teacher would be the one that specifically
It's
works
good
with
for
the,
you.
yeah, with works for me, not the best keyboard teacher in the world, but like who's teaching the best skills, for example,
Catering to your
needs at the time, which may
needs.
not directly be related to learning the
Keyboard.
keyboard only. It may
Be
also
like
be like,
what time he's available. Like,
yeah, 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 plus having sex in case we need it. That sort of flexibility is important during I'm saying, so we're, no, but like basically, you know, you everybody's like, even the guy, that the driver who got us back from Panchmani to Bombay, he was like a good person because he was like apt with this. He's not talkative. He's just doing his job. And then there are people who want talkative driver. So
yeah,
who
like the
would,
Uber guy driver I came with today, like I could see the same navigation that he was saying, and he would just miss turns constantly, like at least in the start, and I literally had to be like, what is it? Like, I had to tell him where to go, and I could, like, I'm also seeing that on
yeah,
telling, but he was just not seeing it and just
yeah,
going straight, and I was like, so I don't
yeah.
know why I'm complaining about my
No, I
Uber
mean, it
driver.
is fair, right? That's what
But I
the
was
whole
like,
point of this
why?
conversation is, why I
Even
got
right
a few
now,
times.
like when I was just about to reach and I'm reaching after 2 hours, he was about to miss the turn to like your house,
Hmm.
this thing.
Which, by the way, has
And
a
then even
watchman.
after he entered the, yeah. And then even after he entered, he stopped over there at the, like, what's the first building?
We
Raghav.
don't reveal it.
Sorry,
Ramananda.
whatever the R one.
Hmm.
And then I had to tell him to go up. And then again, I had to keep telling him to like. And then he just missed so many turns, and it was literally on the navigation,
Yeah.
but he just, I don't know, was not very
Hmm.
efficient with that.
Yeah. Shouldn't be a driver potentially. But hey, yeah, I guess it's like not really understanding who's best for the job, and because people don't really know who they are and like what they are good at and what they want. And I think that's, yeah, that's a problem. in the world. Um, so yeah, that's all that I had to share or speak about for now. Hey, other updates. We completed
New Year's Eve.
we completed a draft of New Year's Eve. Um, we have is 124 pages of this. We actually completed it. That's fucking cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah, because in 2 years, and this is something that I was trying to do for many years now. Like complete a feature film is something that I was trying to do for many years now, and feature film like New Year's Eve is also something that we were trying to do for like 2 years. So now that's
Complete.
it's complete. It's complete. We're gonna make a movie now. Um, Ashna, how do you feel about it?
I feel very happy with it. Like, it's not just complete, it's like it's good also, you know. That's like a bonus thing. And now I hope it gets made really fast.
Hmm. I agree.
And I really think that, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's really worked very, very hard on it, especially in the last 1 month. Just super focused
Yeah.
and on
If I were a
top of
watchman,
it.
I'd totally go.
Yeah.
कौन है बे? ए कौन है बे? That. Yeah. Anywho,
But yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
for it getting made
yeah. This year.
very, very fast.
Yeah. All right. For um anybody who's watching, good night and sleep tight because you have a watchman.
And send us money.
Money, yes, yes, money as well. Anybody, please send us money from Bangladesh. Thank you.